It's not even red.
Yes, it is, bitch. I see it.
It's not red.
Yes, it is. Car
Oh, it is. Fuck. Bienvenidos. Welcome back to another episode of Invite Only right here on Play Everything. We are back. It's going to be the first podcast of 2020. I am excited. I am your host, Compa Andres. Best one of the year. Get it? Because it's the first one. Dad jokes. To my left, I got these beautiful people. Got that kid Flowers.
Yo, what's up?
Shawn the Welsh Flowers. Let's give him
hey,
a hand, ladies and
his
gentlemen.
time.
Let's give him a hand. Woo!
Hey, can we kick him
Can
off?
we? I mean,
Welching on bets. It's okay.
God, you really want to throw that in there?
This is what he
He
does.
was so excited.
It's okay.
Remember, hashtag Shawn the Welch on Twitter. I haven't seen any of you cocksuckers do it. I need you to do it. It's a new year. I need you to listen to me. 2020 vision. Hashtag
See the
Shawn the Welch.
You see the future so clearly.
Welcher. Hashtag
That's all you got.
Why'd he Welch? You know what I
Why
mean?
you?
Why do you?
Why
And then
you Welch?
the guy who goes on rants, Mikey at Cheeks_Jr.
What's up?
here as well. And then the man holding it down as always, Tambo in the back. How you doing?
What's up? What's up?
How you guys doing?
What's Gucci?
So yeah, we're starting off the year. How you guys feeling? How was everything? I know we took a break last week, guys. It was Christmas, New Year's. We want to make sure we spend time with friends, family, all that good stuff. Christmas, Merry Chrysler. But yeah, I just want to make sure you guys check up on you guys. How you guys been? How's the holidays? New Year's resolution? A lot of things to talk about. Obviously, we'll get into some gaming news, but we want to make sure we talk to you guys, catch up on everybody. How you guys been?
Yeah, so I mean, I just been kind of
Tapping out.
working, had some holiday stuff going.
How was holidays, though, man?
and,
What you
know,
got?
just no low energy. How was holidays? You said?
Low energy? What the fuck you mean low
Very
energy?
low energy.
Yeah.
Low energy. You know what I mean?
Very
Just going
low.
through it.
Is it low energy because you were the
Welch?
first one to tap out
Oh.
on a party?
You know, I was the first one to tap
You were
out.
first-
I ain't got no shame though.
It was like 9:30 and you're like,
Fuck
I gotta
you
go,
I
guys.
gotta live my life. You know what I mean? It
We
was
had our first
fuck
ever
that
annual.
shit, I'm out. Ooh, fuck that shit, I'm out. That was me.
It was. But hey,
I get butt.
Our first ever annual holiday party.
Annual.
ugly sweater.
That's what it is. You wanna do
I mean,
it
it's
every year?
literally the
Oh, yeah.
first one, so you can say
You're
anything
Making
about
new
it.
traditions on camera and shit.
You can say it's only one of the decade. Get it? Haha.
Yeah, we can turn this into something.
I mean, we need a Christmas party for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. You know, yeah, that was my holidays.
Those balls get you.
Yesterday, New Year's Eve, fucking went
Yes,
crazy,
sir.
had a good time. Spent a lot of one-on time with the boo.
Ooh, nice.
So
Important.
Yes, of course
very
it is.
important.
But
What
that's
about you
good.
guys?
For me, it was good, man. I mean, it was just really good to spend time with family, friends. You know, just kind of
Family.
after the holiday retail for us is just kind of like after Christmas. It's really for for us. I mean, for me who works retail, for everybody
Oh, you're
really.
the only one who
I just realized that, and that's why I corrected
Yeah, I got a desk
myself.
job.
But for everybody really who kind of, the day after Christmas is finally like that deep breath, like, okay, cool, we could kind of relax a little bit. So this past kind of week was definitely relaxing. A lot, definitely wasn't the rush. Definitely good to kind of step back and relax, kind of enjoy what happened in this last year, kind of look back at it. And so it was pretty fun.
And be able to set toward 2020, man.
Look at
That's really
2020.
what this last week.
See that
has
vision.
been. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
been able to pump the brakes a little bit. I mean, I've been slacking personally, but pump the brakes a little bit, and then we're really gonna be hitting the ground running, and again
100%.
hitting that consistency throughout 2020. Very excited. I feel like at the end of the year we kind of fell apart a little bit with the
Yeah.
consistency. But
That shit fucked us up. But it's okay. We got it back.
I'm trying to transition to a better mindset going into 2020. So hopefully,
What kind of mindset is that?
consistency? Get better at that. I want to get
Nice.
better at my own shit, just as far as like honing my own craft.
Nice.
Like
Checking mics, bro.
checking mics. I mean,
Mic
honestly,
checks,
it's just
bro.
all around production, learning what shit is, terminology, get better at editing
With the
wanna
white
make some
balance.
shit,
Gotcha.
research, all that jazz. So, what I mean, it's gonna be a slow transition. It's definitely not gonna happen overnight. And I just have to, accept that and just grind it out.
True.
So,
I mean, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions or no? Do you guys even believe in that kind of stuff? Like, hey, New Year, new me. Ha. Tambo.
Bro, I
What?
think that's just bullshit.
it's bullshit.
It's
but
bullshit, bro.
100%.
Everybody's just like, New
'Cause
Year resolutions. I'm stop going out. Fucking 2 weeks.
Oh, that
I
was
wouldn't
me.
call it a resolution. I got a yearly goal.
That's
your
me,
mindset,
100%.
not even in the beginning of the year, but I'm such no, your mindset should always be about getting better, being better, getting better, throughout the entire year, not just in the beginning. I get setting the
Yeah,
goals.
it's like I have
but,
main goals and then I got sub goals underneath those. You know what I mean?
I'm a big proponent of writing your shit out. I think that's important.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
something I'm going to be doing this
Like
upcoming
that's-
week in terms of goals and having them up to where like I wake up, I look at them every day, like it's right
Wake
there
up.
on my wall, buckles, and then crossing them out through the year, which I'm excited.
What
for.
happened, Tambo?
I'm both with that. Sounds like a good plan.
You get Tambo?
Yeah, you get
You scared the shit out of me. I thought you said, "What?" I thought you like double clicked. That's why.
Nah, dog. It's 2020, dog.
2020, baby.
Yeah, double clicks.
It's all good. No, it's all good. No, but it's good. I mean, I feel like people, for some reason, that 2020 and New Year's resolution is just kind of a clean state for some people. People think of it as like, hey, New Year, let me change things up. Bad habits, try to kill
New
them.
me.
Shit
You
like
switch
that.
it up? Anything new with you?
God, no.
No?
First, I swear to God, this happened. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop. Like, I'm going to drink less. And then I was like, I'm not going to drink as much because apparently I drink like an alcoholic.
What?
And-
Why do you make it sound like you didn't know that? You know
Oh,
what
and
I
then
mean?
guess what? Hey, salud. But like
That's
literally
what
when
I'm
I
talking
said, I was like, I'm not going to drink. I'm going to drink less this upcoming year. Literally a friend of mine texted me. He's like, hey, come drink at the house. And I was like, all right, I'm on my way.
But like, why? You know what I mean? Like, you have a good
And that's
time.
when I realized Mikey's right.
And
How
like,
often do you
if
drink?
I'm
though?
gonna-
did you get
What?
checked out by a doctor before you
Every
decided to do
day
that?
that ends with the Y.
How every day it was the why you drinking?
Yeah.
Like you need to like gradually do it because like you're gonna get like the shakes and like
For
people
me-
die from that shit, bro.
Well, you guys know me. Do you guys drink? I don't.
Yeah,
drink a lot.
you're an alcoholic. It's cool though.
You should go to like every
It's good though.
every second day
I
with a
love
why.
you.
No,
You're like the drunk uncle at the party that drinks too much every time he's around you and he touches you a little bit at the party.
it's just really not helping the cause that I'm drinking a Modelo right now. It's not
Then you'll
helping me
just
at all.
disappear.
But no, I mean, it's really just something that I want to be conscious about. Just be conscious about what you're doing. You know, if there's bad habits you're trying to kill, slowly but surely, you'll
I'm
get
all
to
for
it.
self-love.
So
Exactly.
Me too.
this is an intervention. We
Oh god, it's an
for you.
intervention podcast. We're
Cameras
changing.
aren't even rolling.
You can't buy no more pops.
Oh dude,
No
like,
more
you got me
pops?
fucked. Hey, I bought one today too.
Not one.
I just hopped into that.
No more. All year. You have to go 1 year. No pops.
You're tripping. That's like me telling you can't smoke for a year.
I don't know if that's the same thing.
Give
And
up pops for Lent.
We're good, guys.
What's the
That's it.
Lent like that. The Catholic shit. When they have to give us something for like 40 days or something.
Oh, Lent.
Oh,
Give it up for Lent. I can do that. 40 days without a pop.
What's Catholic?
40 days without a pop. What?
That's easy. Say less. But yeah, Tambo, what about you? Any you got New Year's resolution, Tambo?
No.
Anything good for you?
Nah.
How was your holidays though? You good?
Yeah.
Usually you're on vacation the whole time too.
Bro, 2 weeks.
What you do for those 2 weeks? Absolutely nothing, huh?
Nothing. Just kick back.
Hey man, I wish I could be you.
Reflected
too.
on, the year and just ready for a new
That's
year.
like a great time.
Good. We got big goals. Got New Year's resolutions. 2020 was good. Got that
Yeah.
vision. See clearly now.
Yeah, I got a little board in my room. Put my little goals up, write them down, just like Mikey said.
So
Right
did
on.
that-
there.
Oh, it's nice. I like that.
Yeah,
board.
yeah, it's pretty nice. You can see it right there. Maybe when you're like gonna tie your shoe or something under your desk. But
I'm just.
Nobody
I'm
knows
saying
what
I
you're talking
had
about
one.
right now.
That's it. I'm just saying I had one. I just pointed at a
I
board.
thought you said, "Oh, mine's right there."
Oh no, that's his.
No, I said like one right there, but I mean, he already put me on blast, so we already went through that.
It's already bad. But it's good. We got a lot of things coming up. 2020. We're hoping you guys are along the ride with us, and we appreciate you guys listening, watching, and let you guys know again. We always drop episodes Friday. YouTube.com/PlayEverything on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, anywhere you can listen to a podcast. We get you guys covered there. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of like the big intro. Not even big intro. Just how you guys been doing, and let's get into that news.
News.
Damn.
Slow week too. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is I guess everybody was on vacation. The whole industry was just like, not today, guys. So a little bit. What I want to talk about, because I'm a huge nerd about it.
You
Okay.
also missed probably the biggest piece of news, by the way.
What was
But
the biggest piece of
I'll
news?
bring it up when we there.
Just bring it up now. What was the biggest piece of news that I dropped? Is it you got a haircut?
Let him drive the boat.
PS4 pretty much confirmed at this point and to be announced at CES and shown.
What the fuck was that?
PS4?
Oh, sorry, PS5.
Oh, I'm like, what?
What?
What are they doing now?
PS5. I'm all over the place. dog.
Is it? Did they move it up because of Xbox doing it at the
Who
Xbox
confirmed
Game
that?
Show?
No, I think this was like just them. PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking it up right now.
You
'cause I
said
don't,
pretty
I don't
much
believe it.
confirmed, like you heard it from like
See,
a,
Yeah.
Well, like
Yeah.
it's
a
like
source
it's
to a
like
source.
we don't really know exactly what they'll be showing, but like it's CES, so they're probably gonna be showing
What
the
else to
hardware.
show? Yeah.
Like so they're gonna be showing like the controller and like the hardware, and they're probably getting really into like the hardware and like the specs of it. I don't know if we're gonna see a lot of games. I think that they're maybe waiting for E3 ish.
Yeah. So this literally, I think this
Yeah.
happened today, right now,
No.
January 1st, 2020. I'm reading an article right now.
Yeah. but
Where
it
it's
happened, like, 2 days
rumors,
ago.
we're saying CES 2020 starts officially January 7th, but Sony is already teasing its pre-CES event that's set a day earlier, and is doing it in such a way that would make any PlayStation fan whether a PS5 announcement of some sort might drop next week. So pretty much Sony, they put out something that says #Sony CES, the future is coming. At CES, Sony is unveiling a unique vision of the future, bringing creativity and technology together like never before to unleash new sensations and emotions. What the fuck? Sensations? What does that even mean, Sway?
Look, I'm gonna be real. I'm tired of having this talk about the specs on this console, the specs on that. Xbox X Series looking like this. PlayStation 5 might be looking like this. I don't know. I don't know what these specs will do. I don't understand, like, this GTX graphics card is gonna be similar to this graphics, this Ryzen processor. I don't just let me have it. Like, can I just play the game?
You just want to play it, right?
I just want to play the game. I don't know what that's gonna look like in my game. I just want to play the game.
We get into the exciting part where we're actually gonna see it and shit. And yeah, sure, the tech
It's
specs
a
don't mean
rumor.
anything until there's games.
CES is
but-
all about like TVs, other products. I've never seen CES announce stuff like
PlayStation announced original PlayStation.
the
announced
Tom
at
Hanks,
CES.
right? Is that when they did Tom Hanks? No.
No,
Never mind.
original PlayStation was shown. Actually,
Throwback.
put on my little history hat here.
Go ahead.
Nintendo and PlayStation originally announced the Nintendo PlayStation at CES.
Little history hat. Put some little
Put
pilgrim
it
hat.
on.
And then right when Sony got done, Nintendo was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna do that with you. So, peace out." And then the next CES, PlayStation announced
Because
PlayStation at CES, and they showed it and everything. So
reading this here right now, it says a PS5 announcement at CES seems unlikely considering what Sony did with the PS4 launch back in 2013. It all started in February of that year, with new things being revealed about the console every few months.
here's the thing.
Interesting enough, Sony is rumored to hold a PlayStation-centric event in mid-February. Yeah, I can't even say February right, which makes a CES 2020 full PlayStation 5 reveal sound implausible. So there's already a rumor, and I do remember that. I do remember the PlayStation being officially announced that, like in February.
Here's the thing with that
Andrew House baby.
is when that happened,
Yeah.
it was super secretive. It was, they weren't talking about PS4. They weren't mentioning PS4 to the build up. Like that, they were not acknowledging that they had it. You know,
Remember the
for
Pro?
the hype thing for the hype event, right?
Yeah.
And then they did it, right? Whereas this year is very different from any year I've seen from PlayStation, where they're acknowledging way early on, hey, we got PS5. It's going to be called PS5.
Yeah.
They've showed it to people already, right? Usually that
dev kit.
happens at that event, right? So that leads me to believe that CES, again, it's all about staying in the news cycle, right? At CES, they're going to show the PS4. And in February, if they do an event, they might not even do an event. It's going to be the games event, where it's like okay, we already talked about the specs. We already talked about all this shit.
Here's what's coming out.
We might even get a price. I don't know. We already talked about all
crazy.
this shit, right? At CES, which is like one big news pop, right?
Right.
And then they're like, okay, and next month we're gonna have an event where we talk about the games. And then that's when they bring out all the first party studios, and they go, okay, they're working on this. This is coming out at launch. This is gonna be next year after the launch, blah, blah, blah. The studio's doing this. The studio's doing this. This is how this is going to work, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. So, and this is how VR is going to integrate. I feel like that event is going to be very different than hey, this is the BCS. Is very tech, right? These are the specs on it. This is what it can do. This is the cool tech demo that we got going on.
No doubt, yeah.
And this is the price point, launch date, blah, blah, blah. And then in February, it's going to be, hey, this is going to be, which is interesting because that positions Sony to be the first one to announce. Which is very different in years past.
Yeah, I've always seen CES more of like, hey, here's the new phone, here's the new TV, here's the new, like, everything. Like, it is the most what? How do you say it?
It used to be a big gaming event, too.
But
be
now they're
honest.
definitely more focused in, like, more technology. Like, LG has its own press conference. Samsung has its own press conference. Kind of like how we would see Ubisoft, how we would see Nintendo. Everybody, like, LG has their own, like, showcase. Samsung has a showcase. Like, all these brands, Vizio and all this shit. Like, hey, here's what we have coming up this year. I see it more like that. I want to say commercial. Like, hey, here's this new tech.
It is.
I'm very doubtful that they'll show anything. I'm just doubtful. I don't think they're going to show anything PS5 because it's such a weird thing because it's kind of going against what Sony's been against, right? Where they're like, Sony's hasn't done much about like, hey, we're going to share the news. We're going to share the spotlight. Sony dipped out of E3 and they're going to join CES. Like, that's weird to me. Like, it's another big technology event and they're going to be like, we're going to skip E3 and go to CES.
Yeah,
that's not.
But if you're the only gaming thing coming out of CES, it's not like all the gaming places are covering, you know, the TVs and everything.
Yeah.
Right?
I
That's a
don't
very
think-
different specific part of the audience, right? Whereas, like, if Sony announces at CES, they're the only one announcing at CES. They're the only one doing gaming shit at CES. So it's like that makes sense to me because it's almost like it is their own.
Yeah, but
thing
there's still
attached to
other
this thing.
news out there. That's the only thing. Like it's gonna be
Yeah,
more
but
announcements.
it's not in our realm.
Didn't the Fold come out during CES
Yeah,
and
but it's
everybody was like, "Oh my god, the Fold!"
It's not in our realm though. Like it's not in our gaming industry realm.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, Linus Tech
But
Tips is
I
going to
just
be
think of
covering
it-
a lot of shit, right? But IGN's not going to be covering a lot of shit from CS.
But the thing is,
GameSpot's not going to be covering
I
a lot
still
of shit
don't
from
think
CS.
I still don't like the idea of like I don't like the idea. I mean, I don't care really if they announce it. Great for us. Like, woo, perfect. People who love games, hell yeah. But again, for me, it just it goes against the grain of what they've been going against. Like, hey, we're gonna have our own spotlight, and to your point, yeah, they're gonna be the only gaming there, but they're still gonna be sharing the news. I thought Sony would be more of like their mid-February event where they're gonna be, hey, this is our day. No other news is gonna be out. All eyes on us. No eyes on LG, Samsung. Fuck those guys. It's gonna be all on us, and that's kind of the reason why I'm doubtful of it because of that. But hey, I'm all for it though. If they announce PlayStation 5 and say, hey, next month we're going to showcase games, and next month we're going to show price, oh my God, I'm going to fucking go crazy.
No, but here's the thing, too. I think Sony is trying to do, like, I think their big push coming up is going to be their unified brand, right? Whereas in years past, it was basically like 5 different companies within Sony all working without each other. Like, all working independently of each other. Whereas, like, I feel like their, like, new vision is a combined Sony where it works all together and it all
Didn't they try that
talks
with
to
the
each
Vita?
other and it all helps and it, like, it works as one, right? Because Sony has had a bad
Home
reputation in the
integration.
past where it's like, this doesn't work with this and they're both Sony shit. Whereas, like, because it's, like I said, it's, like, independently operated, right? Whereas, like, I'm sure we're gonna see shit from like the PlayStation studios in terms
I
of
think
like
so.
not gaming, but in terms of
PlayStation
like
Now,
film,
yeah.
right? And then you're gonna see them kind of integrate all their tech stuff in together, like an ecosystem, almost like Apple, right? Where it's like, hey, we're no longer the old Sony, like all our shit works together, and PlayStation is gonna be a big part of that because you can play PlayStation on any Sony TV you buy, like streaming.
I mean, yeah.
If what I find interesting about this is that I feel like PlayStation is literally waiting for Microsoft to make a move on the Xbox. Like they announced like the Xbox X Series, right? Gave us some spec data, and then here we have PlayStation. We have more specs on PlayStation. I think it's kind of interesting. Like PlayStation's kind of one up them on the hardware sale. Not necessarily on the games. We know fucking Microsoft has the games behind them.
True.
So I'm curious to see what Microsoft's next move would be after this, because I think CES is like what, next week?
Yeah, it's
Next
like
week?
literally gonna happen this weekend.
Yeah. So what is Microsoft gonna do after? Like, are they gonna go back and forth with like the hardware, or are they gonna start talking about games?
It's
You know
that
what I mean?
console war now, especially like, hey, this bit of news, next bit of news, are like one in one.
Well,
Who
Yeah,
has
but
the
I'm just
upper
saying
hand?
they've only been going back and forth with like specs though, not
well,
games.
that's what I think is interesting about the rumored February event is it's Sony really capturing 2 months to itself,
Yeah,
where it goes, here's the hardware, here's the games,
that'd be crazy.
right? Where it's like boom, boom,
1-2
we
punch.
have all the press for 2 months straight, right?
Yep.
And then Xbox comes out and they go, okay, well here's our games, right? And then it goes, okay, how's it stack up against Sony? So Sony's already in their kind of cycle. So now the Xbox shit's being compared to Sony shit. So even though it's not a PlayStation event, PlayStation's
What is
still kind of
PlayStation
being
doing in
compared.
February again?
It's like their own event. They're it's rumored to have like their own PlayStation event.
It
Not
could
just
happen,
free-to-play
it could
type of
not
thing?
happen. Yeah, well,
It's not
remember when they announced the
PSX?
PS4?
Okay.
Where they just said, hey,
Here
this
you
is
go.
happening,
Like a
here's
secret event type of
tickets,
thing?
come to this thing, yeah. Well, I think it might be like a, they invite the press out, it's the thing,
See
they
what's
show off
up.
games, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
On their game side, because I think that is interesting, is that you have 2 months basically to yourself, and then whenever Xbox announces, which if it's not right after,
Yeah.
then now you have a whole press cycle of shit trickling out, right? So now you've turned 2 months into 4 months, and then Xbox doesn't launch until, or announce their stuff until like 5 months. So now you have 5 months basically all press.
So what would be
plus
the next
you're being
event you
compared
can
to
see
Xbox
Microsoft
stuff?
launching anything Xbox with
I don't
its
know.
games
E3?
and
I
don't know.
hardware? Like,
Hey,
when are they
that's
gonna
what's
wait? How far is
interesting.
that gap?
I don't know.
is?
I don't know. I don't know if they wait till E3. I don't know if they. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
see
pretty.
maybe
It's a
E3.
pretty good excuse for Sony to use CES just to bring press to the
Yeah.
hardware.
Especially if they're
That's
not
a
going
really
to be
good
at
excuse.
E3.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I
Smart
just think
boy.
that was really interesting as far as like, soon as the Xbox Series, we got what it looked like.
Mhm.
We got some hardware specs, and then it's like no word from PS5, and then like boom,
All
here's
of a
this
sudden.
rumor they're gonna be at CES, the biggest fucking tech event, and it's just like, okay, they're trying to blow for blow with Microsoft, but we're the games.
Well, that makes me think too. Is like I think the PS5 is not I know people get weird about this when they like hear like, oh, it's not just like a gaming console, but I truly think that like they're gonna be doing something like really cool with
Yeah,
with the
said
PlayStation
they were trying
4.
to get everyone from PS4 to PS5 as quick as possible, so I can see that integration where you have like a whole ecosystem with everything Sony being.
Well, not even just that, but like I think they're gonna do cool things with like the actual tech shit, like
integration.
Sony cameras.
no, like I'm not entirely sure. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think like that's why they show it. I think they're gonna do something actually pretty unique with the PS5, not just like in a gaming sense, but in terms of like the actual tech sense of it. That I don't know. That's the thing that's gonna be interesting is that's what's fun to talk about. Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. I'm in there for the ride. That's all I'm gonna say. Whether he announce something cool, I'm there.
Compa's always here to ride. You know what I mean?
The good stuff. Only the good stuff. I don't know about all that. You need to relax. But hey, anytime we get closer to the console generation, I'm gonna get more excited about it. And yeah, I mean, tech events. I don't know. Were you doing like horse sound, like riding the sound?
No.
What?
I was doing clapping sound.
Yeah.
Oh, like cheeks?
Ride that wave.
Jesus, ay Dios míos. But yeah,
As I bounced up and down.
we'll see what happens. CES is great. I mean, if you're tech savvy and you want to know the newest, coolest stuff, check that out. There's always some great announcements. I think that's when they announced like 8K, like the wall that Samsung 100 something.
Yeah, the CES is always like one of my favorite events of the year. To be honest,
crazy.
They always got cool shit. You see shit way before it hits market, like prototype shit, and then you also see shit that's gonna be hitting market. And again,
didn't you see the
working in the home theater space too? It's like it's cool to see the TVs.
Yeah,
and, like,
the LG
the kind of audio shit
pinball
that they be
wall.
doing, and yeah.
I never heard of CES till I moved out here, so like it's really crazy to hear like how so much hype's behind it.
And it's in Vegas, so
Yeah. I
pretty
just
cool.
never heard it, and it was just like, what?
They have like the showroom and shit. Like every Sony has like their like $10,000 TV on display and shit, and everybody's like, God damn, looks amazing.
We'll see eyeballs out. You see that?
One day we'll
I
be
guess.
there.
It's like a 15,000 nit TV that they had on display that they had to turn down.
Yeah, it's too bright.
Much.
Cause people's it's pretty bad. But that's gonna be PlayStation news. We always got PlayStation news for you guys. The other news that I want to talk about real quick, and not even news, some more reactions and kind of what you guys want to think about.
What we got, baby?
Part of the news is Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, baby. Who's seen it? We all seen it, right?
Yeah, I seen it.
Amazing. Tambo fell asleep during it. A lot of mixed reviews, but we didn't talk about it last week because we took that week off. But I want to get you guys' reactions on Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. How great of a movie was it? I'm just gonna go say it was great.
I'll let you talk, Mikey, because you followed the Star Wars series a lot closer than I have. Like, I'm still like, this movie's out of place. Like, I haven't even seen 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean? No, I think I've seen 7.
You could skip 8.
You could
skip 8.
What do you mean? So here's the thing about that, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a really big bias like you guys might have.
Ratings wise, apparently Star Wars: The Last Jedi had a bigger opening, and it's a stronger reviewed movie.
Critics are dumb as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. So critics say
we're
that.
Talking about the people who gave Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones fucking like a 33, and then the audience score was like a 99. Like,
so people think. So the critics say this movie was great. What do you think? They actually mixed reviews, I would say.
I say Last Jedi. This made Last Jedi.
Okay, there you go.
A lot better. It's still not a great movie. But it made it a lot better of a movie.
Spoiler alert.
Which is saying a lot because I fucking hate that movie.
Spoiler alert.
So you didn't.
By the way,
I hate Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. We really want to go into this right now?
I mean, besides the whole Snoke thing and having that piece of shit.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I haven't seen it.
Disjointed
How
as fuck.
You already know what happens?
Yeah, bro. You know everything.
Yeah, don't worry. You've seen 9. You know what happens.
9. You've seen everything that's happened. There's not, everything's
like
spoiled for you.
It's like
Everything's
that.
already spoiled.
Okay, never mind.
Don't you worry about it.
Go ahead. Continue.
I mean, there's a couple other things, but it's like you're already gonna hate that movie. You might like it. You have bad opinions. So
yeah, I do.
It's just it's a disjointed fucking movie. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. There's not. I mean, sure, there's like some character arc. Finn the whole time is fucking pointless. Like it's just it's like the slowest like high speed chase ever. Where it's just like it's just
So what?
The slowest high speed chase ever.
What? In the sand dunes or
2 fucking ships just going this speed. This is the chase that they're doing. Like it's just a fucking slow ass movie. Fucking Luke's an asshole. And like there is no real even in this like his like redemption in this one is still not a redemption. Like he's still a piece of shit in Last Jedi. And like the stupid shit where like Rose fucking again
Rose was nowhere to be
no
found.
shit on the actor, but like fucking Ryan Johnson really set her up for fucking failure.
Yeah, because in the next movie,
like,
she's literally from 1-2 scenes, like literally.
Yeah, but like I feel bad for the actor, but honestly, that's on Ryan Johnson for like not making her an interesting character and adding it for no reason, like apparent no reason. Like there was really no reason for Rose, and like Ryan Johnson didn't make you care about her at all, and like going to like blow up the thing where he's in that speeder and he like she like saves him.
Yeah. I know what he's talking about.
Okay.
Where she crashes into him and like it stops him from saving the day.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, the casino scene. Oh my god, the casino.
The casino scene could have been.
Now it's worth it. Yeah, but that's like a big part. Like that's a big part of the movie. Where it's
because you get the
where Rise of Skywalker, it is fast and it goes and it goes and it goes and it goes and hits all the beats, and it's just like there's not one part of the movie where you could take out and. Like you didn't need one part of the there's not one section where you're like I could have done without that. Like all of it needed to be there, which is important for a good movie.
Oh, yeah, each scene is important.
And sure, there's a lot of shit where it's like Last Jedi. This could have been a better movie if it wasn't for Ryan Johnson and Last Jedi. Just to be honest, because there's a lot of recovery shit where it's like I'm sure Palpatine being Rey's grandfather wasn't the plan. Like it was the plan, but he wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But since they killed Snoke in fucking Last Jedi and they didn't have any game plan on who the big bad guy is gonna be in 6, they had to go. J.J. Abrams had to go. Okay, well, how are we gonna fucking make this like? Who's gonna be the big bad guy? Who's the biggest bad guy we have?
Here's my thing.
Okay, Palpatine, right?
You would think they would have a storyline for each director to be like, okay, this is the main, like this is the main guy. Like Palpatine's gonna be the main villain. How do we get 3 movies into leading he's the big guy?
But
so the way they did it, I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. They shit the bed and killing off Snoke, and next thing you know who it is. They released a trailer to figure out who, like, the Palpatine's back. Like, a fucking trailer revealed the biggest
so
bad
cool
guy.
to just go into the movie and just be like not knowing fucking who the bad guy is and just being like having that first piece. It gets right into it, right?
So no, exactly. That's why I think number 8, The Last Jedi, is like the best filler movie of all time, where it's a good movie, it's a great movie, but it just didn't really need it there. Like it's just filler.
No, it's just disjointed. Look,
it's still a great movie though.
The whole trilogy, the whole trilogy is disjointed.
You know, Flowers is like, fuck, dude, I don't need to watch 8.
I haven't seen 8 at all. I haven't seen.
We need to get this man's opinion when he sees 8. When you see 8, let us know.
Look,
okay,
it's disjointed as fuck. This whole trilogy, where it's like the prequels were more coherent than this.
A little bit, yeah. In
terms of like, at least there's one guy who was like, this is the game plan.
Well, because
and maybe a lot of the writing was shit.
But it was coherent.
But it was coherent, right? Whereas, like, in this, it was just like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, we're doing this now. Oh, no, we're not doing it. Okay, now, we are doing this, but, like, we're not doing it, like, the way that this one was.
One of the best things that somebody said, like, I always talk about this, like, I was going around work, like, hey, who's seen it, how you feel about it? One guy put it, like, really good. He put it interestingly enough. He said, Rise of Skywalker felt like a trilogy in itself. Like, it felt like 3 movies in one.
Yeah, I felt like...
Where it's like... They try to clean up 8, and they try to make sense of the first one of how it all came together. So he said it felt like a trilogy of movie in one. Act 1 was Star Wars 1, Act 2. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, to think of it, like, you're kind of right. Like, the way that...
It feels rushed.
It feels rushed,
feel rushed,
but it's...
in the best way possible.
Exactly, right? So I was like, okay, that makes great sense. And
they should have been like, look, I know we do the 3-movie thing, but we're going to do a 10th movie. And just let J.J. Abrams direct the last 2 movies.
They should have. I mean,
like,
again, to the point where it's like...
That to me would have made more sense, where it's like, okay, I get it. The 3 movie, the saga, or the trilogy, but, like, let's break that for this because we fucked up, and let's play cleanup control. So the next movie could be all cleanup control, and the next movie could be, like, a really satisfying ending, where it's like, it doesn't feel rushed, boom, 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 boom. And that's just what makes no sense to me, is like, why would we kill the bad guy and then not have a game plan for where we're going? Because it's like,
what do we do now?
I'm sure Rey being Palpatine's granddaughter was supposed to happen.
And then the whole parents, like, oh, your parents are this, like,
your parents are nothing, and then all of a sudden parents are Palpatine. But it's like that's another thing where it's like, I feel like that was storyboarded for her to be like Palpatine's like granddaughter.
Yeah. And
then Ryan Johnson's like, nah. Like,
I don't like that.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go this way.
It's like Palpatine.
Like, I would rather just Ryan Johnson have directed the whole trilogy, or J.J. Abrams direct the whole trilogy. Like, something needed to happen where it's like, when the prequels are more coherent than fucking this, there's an issue. But, like, it was a satisfying movie. It was a fun fucking movie.
I mean, maybe just the Star Wars, like, fandom in me that's saying it's a great movie. I don't know. A lot of people, The Last Jedi really does have a love-hate for a lot of fans. People either hate it or they just really like it and love it. I'm on the love it side because this is great. But like I said, I think it's a little bit. But it's like I said, I'm going to say it again. It's a great filler movie where if you take episode 8, what do you miss from 6 to 8 or 6 to 9? Or
so why are you
7?
saying it's great?
I mean, it's like I'm saying it's a great filler movie.
Cheapen a lot of fucking characters, and it's just like,
the commander who suicided herself, the way Princess Leia used the Force, like we don't even talk about Princess Leia, how they wrote her off.
Like, she could have just not been in the bridge. Like, she could have just not been there. Like, we could have skipped the whole fucking Mary Poppins shit.
That Mary Poppins thing is
like,
dope.
when
You're
that
gonna
shit blows
you're
up,
gonna realize what we're talking about.
She could just not be in there.
Yeah.
And so, but anyway, Rise of Skywalker, really like, it was a fun movie. I liked it. A lot of it didn't make sense, but whatever.
But
like, at this point, you just got to be like, okay, this is what we're doing.
It's gonna cross the $1 billion mark. So I always like numbers, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker earned domestically. 377 million domestic, 383 million foreign, and right now worldwide it's at 761 million worldwide. So
Star Wars is going to get
break
paid,
$1 billion.
regardless.
It's going to get paid.
Star Wars, the Rise of the Skywalker movie. Look, for me, like, I enjoyed it. It was very confusing because, like I said, I've watched up to like episode 4, so like I know like who's related to who at this point. Like, I just feel like a lot of characters were like I didn't understand them. Like Kylo Ren, he seemed like a bitch the whole time. Like, obviously he was strong. He was able to fucking go blow for blow with Rey, but like he seemed like a little bitch. Like, he was just following them the whole time. Like, he wasn't really doing shit. And like that scene when they're fucking in the sand and shit you were talking about, when like they're fucking holding the ship, I was like, okay, that's cool. But Rey looks way cooler than you, Kylo. And then he gets killed, and I'm like,
no, Kylo Ren dies, but Ben comes alive, dude.
is that what that was supposed to be?
It's metaphorically.
See what? And then Rey, I didn't understand why they made her a fucking Palpatine. I'm like, I guess it was scripted the whole time, but like,
and that's what
I didn't see it coming. Then when it came, I was all like, huh?
No,
She's
it
a
wasn't
what?
really scripted the whole time, but it was like there was a whole thing about who her parents.
Because here's the thing.
And it makes
I thought her parent was Luke. I thought Luke was her dad.
No.
I mean,
No.
Like, how do you guys? So here's the thing, right? My rep is this: Star Wars, they have to know who was the big main villain in 3, right? How are you gonna do the final order? How are you gonna do Palpatine? Fucking Avengers, right? They had Thanos planned out, and it took 22 movies to get to him.
Well,
like,
here's the thing.
how coherent
that's a
they are.
studio that was coherent versus a studio that just bumbled the ball
They're
the whole
Disney.
time. To where,
It's Marvel.
But here's the thing.
Like, it should be.
Even though it's all under the Disney umbrella,
They need to have a Kevin
people
Feige
running it. Yeah,
they need to have a Kevin Feige for Star
Kathleen
Wars.
Kennedy did not do her job. Like,
Oh,
she did
100%.
not do her job in terms of like making sure, and even like they have people dedicated for like all Star Wars lore, like for the writers to be like, oh, does this make sense? Like, is this an ability or is this in canon or blah 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 blah? Apparently, they didn't use them at all.
Oh my god!
This movie, they were just like,
so this is what they need to do. They need to have a helm guy all the time. Kevin Feige, Marvel, right? The Mandalorian. You got John. I don't want to say his last name.
If Jon Favreau was like, if Jon Favreau did quality control for fucking Star Wars. But here's the thing, though. It's like now they're at the point where they're like, we're not doing trilogies anymore. We're only going to do single movies. So it's like,
they
learned their lesson.
Who's the one who got? Aren't they already planning another trilogy?
Rian Johnson's trilogy's done.
They said no, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
but they're still probably going to do another trilogy after this.
No, they said they were done with trilogies for right now.
For right now, but maybe they do standalone movies. I mean, they could do better on Solo, but if they do Rogue One style movies and shit like that,
younger generation doesn't give a fuck about Star Wars.
You guys
so
are
it's
nerds.
they got to hit that time frame where it's like in the middle, right? And
like, no, younger generation does not give a fuck about Star Wars anymore. So it's like it's not as big as it was.
You fucking
Because
Generation
you guys are
X, you fucks love
Star
Star
Wars,
Wars.
I just start watching Star Wars. It's dope, but like I don't have that passion, that drive
I can't believe
behind
you watched that movie without watching like 7 and 8.
Yeah, you ballsy, bro.
I mean,
It's like watching
do
Twilight.
you guys feel
the
like
last
it was
one.
a good end to the saga? To the
Watching any-
Skywalker
I do. I
saga?
feel like it's a satisfying end to it.
Did it end best? I like it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like. Yeah.
Would I have rather seen George Lucas's plan? Sure.
100%.
I would have. And that's saying a lot because the prequels are rough. But at the same time, it's like, I have this weird relationship with the prequels where I'm like okay with the prequels. I don't think they're like amazing movies, but like I still think that like they're good Star Wars movies.
Okay.
Do I like how it ended? The Skywalker story, how it ended, they botched it. They botched it.
No.
They botched the Skywalker story?
I mean,
like
yeah,
the line,
with
I guess.
with 8, yes.
Yeah, I'm
With
saying
8,
that's what
yes.
they botched
Yeah.
it. And they saved it a little bit, yeah. Star Wars has always been a Skywalker story, so the way they ended it, and I think that's why they're like no more trilogies. And Rey's like, oh, what's your last name? Rey. Oh, I'm Skywalker's my last name. Like, all right, calm down. I don't know.
I just that part didn't bother me. I don't know why people are so up.
I'm not mad about that at all, but I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, I guess everybody's a Skywalker, so.
So is Mandalorian?
No, that wasn't the point. It was because Leia and Luke fucking were
And
her
Rey's
parents.
there. She's the-
Mandalorian
yeah, no.
happening
She was
in
there
the
with her
midst of
parents.
the Skywalker saga?
No,
It's after?
before.
No.
It's way before?
Before.
Baby Yoda
So
ain't
you
in
see
this
them
bitch.
continuing Star Wars with like
If they do-
before the Skywalker saga or like a little after the
I
Skywalker
want to
saga?
see. God, I want to see a fucking
Baby Yoda
Knights
movie.
of the Old Republic fucking movie.
Oh, that'd be
What the fuck is that?
So that's like
It's-
when the
that wasn't my
Jedi were
question.
like before
King.
the prequels.
I'm just playing.
before the prequels.
It's
Before
where like
the-
there was hella Jedi.
All
there was
over.
a lot more Jedi.
Oh,
and
like
there
so
was
before
a
episode
shit
1
ton
type
of
shit.
Sith.
Oh, yeah, that'd be dope
Son,
to see.
yeah.
That'd be dope.
And it was like just a different world.
Yeah.
Like it was just it looked different. It wasn't like the Senate, like the Jedi weren't part of the Galactic Senate, and it wasn't like it was just different. It was different. It was
That'd
like
be
the
dope
Jedi
to
were
see. Some Mace
Jedi was a
Windu action.
religion. It wasn't part of politics.
It was like,
See
oh,
They
some
were
fucking-
protectors.
It was
of
the way- this is the way.
the
Some
galaxy.
CGI fucking.
it's
what's his
amazing,
name?
man. I mean, the
green
lore
bastard?
of Star Wars could get really deep, and like there's
Yoda.
different types of like
That's his name.
Jedis. You could be all kinds of Jedi and shit like that. It's Knights of the Old Republic. You get real into that shit, and love it.
Yeah, I think it would be cool. And then like I don't know, I'm excited. Like I'm excited for the Mace Windu Disney Plus shit. And
I'm gonna ask this
excited for the-
question.
Mace
the
Windu's gonna do it?
Obi-Wan, yeah.
I'm gonna ask this question. I want to
Samuel L. Jackson gonna be in this Disney. Oh my
Sir?
god, that's amazing. Obi-Wan.
I'm
Oh, I
excited.
can't wait for the Obi-Wan Disney Plus.
Is Star Wars based off like some books?
No.
Hmm?
No.
No.
So,
So
how the fuck do you guys
George
know about Battle of the
Lucas's-
Old Republics? Like, where the fuck is that story told?
There's
So there's like there was Star Wars canon. Star Wars came out, and then George Lucas was like, okay, these people were writing books like for like the back end. It wasn't based off books, but
Okay.
there are people who like expanded the
Yeah.
universe with like lore, and then Disney wiped it all out.
a
So
little bit.
Battle of the Old Republic was part of that.
They
Knights
didn't
of the
wipe it all
Republic,
out.
Yeah.
Knights of the Republic.
Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah.
So you want them to make that canon again?
Yes.
Got you. I'm here now. We're here. We're live.
But like the only canon that Disney did keep was Clone Wars, and then now they started building their own canon.
Yeah.
So there's books and stuff out now.
Because if you watch The
Oh.
Mandalorian, that last episode, fuego.
So Mandalorian's over.
Mandalorian's over. It's coming back fall 2020.
Thank
But
God.
the way The Mandalorian ended,
I'm tired of
I know,
seeing those
spoilers
memes on
alert.
fucking Twitter.
oh wait, I can't get enough of those memes. I love Baby
Oh my
Yoda.
God.
Can't get enough.
Baby Yoda. Fuck
Oh.
is that little demon baby?
No, whoa.
I'm just playing.
Oh fuck, he'll fuck you up
I'm
right
just
now.
playing. He probably would fuck me.
Got a problem with old
You're like,
fucking Baby Yoda?
old green people? You fucking with green
Baby
people?
dick.
Baby
dick?
Yoda? His baby
Baby
green
Yoda?
dick?
Isn't he just like really strong with the force?
He's
That's Yoda's
fucking
thing, right?
he force choked the
He's
shit
not
out you
Yoda.
right
That's
now.
not Yoda.
It's Baby Yoda.
That's not Yoda.
That's just what people are calling him.
He's just another one of Yoda's species, right?
His name is the Child. Like literally, they're just
I
like
call him the child. That's
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Boy.
low-key.
boy. So yeah, I mean,
fucking
Star Wars, everything. They're gonna be crazy about it. I'm looking forward to what they do with the movies and the universe. Give me the shows for right now. Mandalorian's great. Give me Obi-Wan. Give me Mace Windu. Those shows would be
Keep doing what
perfect.
you're doing.
Disney right now, you guys got home runs. Just don't fuck with the movies right now. Stay away from the Skywalker family. Just go fuck.
And
Don't
just
fuck that up.
yeah.
Go with different time periods. That the story's done. That
Last
Skywalker
Jedi
story's
really
done.
turned me off. Where it was like, fuck.
It's okay, man. We got the Rise of Skywalker for you, okay? And how they killed
Rise
off.
of Skywalker though, that was the best cadence throughout that cast.
Best
scene.
Yeah. Babu Frick. Oh, love that guy.
Yeah, Bible Freak. He's the shit.
He's a hacker drone. He's a
I
little.
don't know what that is.
He's a
Yeah,
small
he's
dude who
himself.
hacked C-3PO.
Oh, the little ugly shit.
Hey, yeah,
Oh, fucking.
I love that
Men in Black
character.
looking ass.
yeah. And then the planet got destroyed, and then Poe was like, "Oh my god, my planet!" And then next thing you know, his bae comes through, and he's like, "Oh my god, you survived!" And then Babu Frick comes out from the window, like, "Hey, best scene, love
That's
it."
another thing where it was just like, fuck. The fucking ex-clone or the ex stormtroopers.
Yeah,
It's like there's no build up, there's no explanation, there's no build up. I didn't give a fuck about this.
Yeah, nobody cares.
There's a lot of shit. That would have been cool if it was 2 movies and they like built that, but like they didn't.
And that's what I think. They had the chance to kind of have 8 really integral and kind of if they introduced Palpatine more into the second one and said, hey, he's gonna be the villain leading up to the.
But that wasn't the plan.
Yeah, Snoke was the
supposed to be
plan.
the bad guy.
Yeah, and guess
Who's
what?
Snoke?
Snoke died.
Oh,
You'll find out.
Yeah,
You'll find
you
out.
haven't seen it.
You'll find out.
You'll find
doesn't matter,
out.
though.
They say.
Yeah, you find out.
Did he
You-
die already?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, before we get past Star Wars, so you know how in Star Wars, like when Obi-Wan when he fought Darth Vader, right?
Okay.
And
Which
like
one?
they were swinging.
What time?
Okay.
4 or 3?
They only fought in the. Okay.
4. Was it 4?
Yeah,
He
the
was
old
Darth
school
Vader.
version.
He was in the black.
Yeah, and Darth
Yeah.
Vader had the little suit on anyway in the fucking like the ship area,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and he just fucking stops fighting, and then like he just like disappears, and like his fucking cloak drops. What the fuck is that? Did he just choose death?
Oh, he
or,
hasn't
like,
seen. Okay, that's why he hasn't seen.
No, he chose death. Yeah.
Is that what he did? So like did he die?
No.
Is that what that is? Because he just like his body just like swinging, and he just stops, and then like he smiles, and then like he just fucking sinks into the
He
floor.
wasn't gonna be the one to take on Darth Vader. That was in his like.
So why do they have? What does that mean? Like he just is that?
He just went on the way of the Jedi, man.
You'll
He
watch
forced-
the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Watch the rest of the
It's a
movies.
good thing.
5, 6. You haven't watched 5 yet?
I have not watched 5.
You're gonna
yet,
fuck
no.
with 5. 5's good movie.
Fuck with 5. I was good.
Explain
That's
that.
the thing. That one more thing before we move on Star Wars too. It's like 4, 5, and 6 were like movies. Like that was like an event.
4
like
was solid. I
it's
really
what-
fuck
it's-
with 4.
Those 3 movies are like cinema, right? Where it's like those are like
Martin Scorsese
like those are
liked
part
movies.
of like pop culture. Whereas like I feel like they were trying to capture that with this new trilogy, and it's not gonna happen.
Rogue One makes number 4 so much better. Like I'm really happy Rogue One's a thing because like
Rogue One was a solid movie.
Shout out Gary
it
Whitta.
makes me understand fucking Darth Vader when he hops onto the fucking
Oh, I freaked the fuck out
when
when I
he
saw
jumps on
Rogue
board
One.
Princess Leia's ship, and I'm all like, okay, he's fucking angry. Like I understand why he's angry because like Rogue One.
Rogue One.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, anything Star Wars, we're gonna talk about it because I love it.
You beat
Don't worry about that.
Fallen Order?
Don't worry about that right now. We're gonna talk about.
You haven't.
I haven't.
Fallen Order
We're
got
gonna
spoiled
talk
for
about
me.
the best
How it
games of the
ended.
decade because
Crazy.
2010s is over.
Yes,
We're into the
Darth Vader
2020s,
was on shit.
and so we're gonna talk about the games of the decade and figure out which one you guys like best. Okay, so IGN they pulled out the list and said, "Hey, games of the decade. This is gonna be our games of the year from 2010 to 2019, and we're gonna go down the list and figure out which one is the best game of the decade. I already know my pick, so we're gonna go ahead and figure out what you guys like. 2010. Let's start off with that. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 was game of the year. 2011. Portal 2. How do you guys feel about those games so far?
Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3.
That's your game of the decade. Is that the game you probably played most of the decade?
I was a god.
A god.
Because Frank, Twitter question, he said, what are your top games of the decade? His was Witcher 3, Fallout
already
New
gave you
Vegas,
mine.
The Last of Us, PT, and Red Dead Redemption. So we'll
PT
go
was a
through the
demo.
list of what the games of the decade, games of the year, but then we'll try to give our own. That was
back to that
Frank.
list. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all good. But I'm going to just go down this list and see if you guys agree
Never
with me.
fucked with Mass Effect. I really fucked with Portal.
Okay, let's talk about 2012.
Journey was dope.
2013 was The Last of Us.
Didn't finish.
2014, Dragon Age Inquisition.
Have you played that before?
Hell no. 2015 was The Witcher 3. Great Netflix show, by the way. Watch it. It's
Yeah, I
great.
heard the fucking the downloads for that game went up.
It went up
hella after that.
like
Netflix.
90%.
Everybody's on it.
2016, Overwatch. 2017, Breath of the Wild, Zelda.
Overwatch is fire.
2018, God of War. 2019, Control. Out of this list, guys, which one is your game of the decade?
To be honest,
None of these?
no. I mean, Last of Us. But I feel like we've had this conversation so many times, but it's like Last of Us is the best of those games. And like Journey was cool. God of War was really good.
Top three right there.
Witcher
Go.
3 was a little too dense for me. Overwatch, never played it.
Are
Mine's
these
going to
the
be...
best games because of how they sold or like
It's just
rating?
these are
No,
games of the...
Like
each
IGN
game
pick.
of the year. Like
game of the
IGN's
year,
game of the
essentially.
years. Yeah.
was IGN's rating pick.
Yeah, this is just
Okay.
something that I pick because it's like they're like the only ones who kind of compiled the list.
I mean, I feel like there was definitely a lot of games that should have made this like for 2019. Like I know Control was a really good game, but like even though I haven't played Jedi Fallen Order, like I feel like I enjoy watching Jedi Fallen Order gameplay.
I mean, that could be 2020.
Technically because it didn't fucking.
Yeah, so we might see that in 2020. Yeah, but
Maybe.
likelihood of that? No.
No,
not
because
high.
you got so many other games.
you got
Cyberpunk.
Last of Us 2.
It's
Even
2020.
I can throw fucking what's it called? No, Smash. I could throw Smash in 2018. Was that 2018? Smash came out
2018,
or
yeah.
2019?
think it was
2019.
2019. I honestly probably would have picked Smash for 2019 game of the year.
Yeah, I think I'd put Smash.
What happened to Apex, bro?
You don't play that. Fuck. You don't play that no more. He's the best shooter.
Best shooter
of the decade.
I still play Apex.
Best shooter of the decade.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
If I had to pick out of this list, top 3, my first game of the decade, hands down, The Last of Us. Breath of the Wild would be my number 2, like close number 2. And then I would close it out with God of War.
Last of Us, God of War, Breath of the Wild.
Apex. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. Spider-Man.
Honorable mentions. Is there another
Spider-Man.
game that you guys feel that's not on the list that you guys would probably put on the list? You can't pick
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? You're right.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is not on this list.
But that's going against Breath of the Wild, though.
That's good against God of War.
No, Breath of the Wild. Oh, it was going against God of War. Yeah. I would still pick God of War over Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, if they had to be out of those two, yeah. But Spider-Man.
Honorable mention,
I mean, if you go back to 2010, Fallout
Knack.
Fortnite.
Knack? Really?
Yeah, bro.
Fortnite 2017?
Knack?
Or was that 16?
You don't get down with Knack?
I don't know, dude. It's a weird
Knack's
fucking
big old
game.
Lego dick.
Tetris?
Jesus Christ, you guys are the worst. I'm just looking down this list of other games that's kind of honorable mentions that they have, and I'm trying to see if there's anything in there. Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm good. I think that would be like the longest, I don't know, game, like longevity.
All right, fuck them games. Look, we talking anime now, all right?
We'll talk about anime, bro.
Let's talk about some anime real quick.
Anime,
So,
grab the boat.
let me try the boat. Let me
You
try
grab
it. Let me
you
do
grab
that.
your boat. Salute.
All right, so
Here's
we coming
the
in this
segment.
fucking...
Anime entree with Shawn Flowers.
Holy shit, did you just fucking...
Don't be name
You
dropping.
gotta
Whoa!
set it up. You can't just be like jumping into it. You gotta like set it up. Here's the segment. Anime
you're
segment.
Oh, dude, that's just...
Just a little anime segment because, I got something cooking for y'all. We didn't talk about 2020 year goals, but we're going to get to that. But got something cooking, so let me get into that segment. So real quick, we get into spring season for anime.
Hell yeah.
Ending season or fall season, we had some heavy hitters. Dr. Stone.
Great.
You fucked with Dr.
I
Stone?
started watching it. I actually really enjoyed it.
My Hero dropped with season 4 around July.
Lits right now. My Hero lit.
Fire Force, my personal
Red
favorite.
Riot.
I heard Vinland was fire. Coming in 2020, I want to continue that heat. So we're probably gonna get some more of like My Hero like leftovers. 'Cause I think they're slated for like 25 episodes.
We're like in the thick of it right now too, right?
I mean, spoilers. It's not gonna be all that.
Bro, you watch the manga?
I read the manga. I do.
You're
Seven
one of
Deadly
those.
Sins. That's still going. We still gonna get the rest of that. I know that one's really fire too.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I'm honestly waiting for that to finish building up. Because I really like to see what's the Lion Pride? I forgot his name. But that big ass axe, I don't know if you watch it. But yeah, that big ass axe, I forgot
What's
his
the guy's
name, but
name?
he's the
'Cause
shit.
Lies Prize. Yeah, he's a lion. Fuck, what's his name?
He's the
Holy
the
shit! Why
Pride.
are we fucking?
You got a computer in front of you, but you can look that up. But there's some animes I'm looking forward to coming next.
I hate.
Sorry, what?
No, I just hate not knowing who the fucking guy is.
I said spring. I meant winter 2020. It's this anime called Sorcerer Stabber Orphan. All right, it's made by the same studio that made Seven Deadly Sins, so the animation is going to be similar. Now the plot doesn't sound intriguing. What got me was just because I like the Studio Dean that made Seven Deadly Sins, and I know how their animations look. The story plot looks kind of weak. It's about a top student, not kind of lit, kind of lame. It's a top student. He's a fucking sorcerer. He ends up being like a mercenary for some people. He gets fucking...
Oh, I think I heard about this one.
Yeah. So he gets fucking caught up in between being this mercenary, and then like these monsters show up, and now he has to fight to protect them. He has a sister and shit. Really fucking cliche story, but I'm really excited to see the animation because Seven Deadly Sin animations go crazy sometime.
They do.
They just released a movie that was on Netflix. That shit was fire.
Wait, which one? Oh yeah, no, that's what we're talking about.
Attack
on Titan is fire. Attack on Titan.
The same people that made Attack on Titan, same studio.
Nice. That's actually gonna be Attack on Titan is a good one.
There's a Crunchyroll anime called Radiant. They've already had this season going. A season 2 that they have going, but they have delayed until January. But they're gonna pick it up in January, which also seems pretty dope. Summer 2020, Fire Force comes back. That's my shit right now. That's my shit right now. Real shit. Follow me on Twitter at @KidFlowers. I be talking all about that shit. That's my shit. Fire Force
all day.
There's some anime games coming up in January. We actually get this Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Yeah,
that drops. It looks like, honestly, it's not a multiplayer game. It feels like it's close knit, like low combat potential. It's really just cinematics, cutscenes of like the traditional story of Goku.
Feels like every other Dragon Ball Z game.
I wouldn't say like every
It
other
feels
Dragon
like
Ball Z
every
game, but
other
this is
Dragon Ball
definitely
Z
more
game.
story oriented. Like obviously in every Dragon Ball Z game they're telling the same story, but this one's really focused on the story.
Which is great. I'm always with that.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm honestly tired of hearing that story. Like I'd rather hear the story of Dragon Ball Super.
GT, baby.
retold. I'm even GT, right? Something new. I'm just tired of hearing the Dragon Ball Z storyline. Like I know the characters, we know the villains. I love the villains. With Frieza, not Dr. Zero. Oh, Dr. Gero, Cell, that whole Android saga. I mean, it's good shit. But who cares about that? And then there's the One Punch Man game that's coming out. It's called One Punch Man.
Do you just press square?
Hero Nobody Knows. I mean, it looks a little more complicated than just pressing square. But
What movies are you gonna use? Punch them.
yeah. It's pretty much the same, like a copy and paste of this game called My Hero One Justice, which I bought. It's definitely a cash grab for everyone who just watches and likes anime. They're just gonna put this title out there because it has a One Punch Man title and people like One Punch Man, and it's gonna make money because that's what it is.
That's exactly what I am.
It's a copy and paste. Literally everything looks the same. Animation, the graphics, fucking almost character moves. Literally, similar game, just different characters. And I mean, that's dope. That's cool. There's obviously like people that are gonna buy it. I might buy it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I mean, it's nothing special about the game.
It's crazy.
And that's all I got for now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a short segment with your boy, That Kid Flowers. Follow me at That Kid Flowers. We can continue with the rest of this podcast.
Damn,
hey.
We can close it out with that.
I'm not gonna. I said we could continue for the rest.
Well, all we got left is the listener questions, and our boy Adam Woodstrom. Oh, God, look what you did with Adam, man.
What did Adam?
You fucking God.
What'd I do?
He said, "What did you cocksuckers do for New Year's Eve last night? And what are your plans for the podcast and gaming this year?" Well, you cocksucker, because I've never say it, but you're making me say it. God damn it, Adam.
Say it.
I didn't do shit for New Year's. Hey, Happy New Year. Went to bed. Went to work. That was nice.
Boo.
As far as what am I going to be doing? Plans for the podcast and gaming this year. Obviously, this podcast has been great. 2019 was amazing.
Yesterday at all?
I drink cider, bro.
Boo.
Boo. Fuck you.
Boo.
Don't get at me, okay? Because I didn't go to San Jose and go to the things and all
You
that.
didn't even have to do all that. You could have stayed at home and just drink, but you didn't even do that. At least.
I'm an alcoholic, dude. I can't.
Did you stay up till 12?
I did, of course. Why the
Boo.
fuck?
Oh.
Yeah. You were ready to say boo.
I
How? You didn't even know what I was going to say.
talking to you sound like you went to sleep early and
I
shit.
know,
Like, I don't know, man.
I was in bed by 12:05. Okay.
Head ass. Okay.
I'm just kidding. But no, yeah. I mean, obviously this podcast has been great. Obviously, it's gonna be grow it, get it down, live streaming it, things like that. We got good plans
Next
coming
week.
up for this year. We're gonna be doing big things. Obviously,
Mixer.com/playeverything.
Mixer, baby.
Go.
What it do?
I'm putting the feet to the fire. I will have that all ironed out. So next week will be the first live podcast you can watch, and again, it will be posted on YouTube that Friday. If you miss it on the live stream, that's okay. But next week, Mixer.com/playeverything. Check it out. Go subscribe, like, all that good stuff.
Please.
Very excited. So it's gonna be our first live. So we're doing live stuff this upcoming year. There's going to be a couple other shows that are going to be popping up. We're going to have some more guests, right? We want to do guests this year because I feel like all year we didn't have a guest.
You guys were the guest listeners, okay?
The listeners.
They're always here with
I've
me.
been talking to some people. I got some guests maybe in the works, you know.
We're going to talk
I
about
got
it.
us.
We're going to be about it,
But
okay?
it'll be exciting. That's like kind of the plans. I mean, there's still a lot up in there, but you'll know there's going to be a lot going on this channel. Mostly consistency is the goal. What'd you do for New Year's Eve?
Consistency, the goal. I already told you guys.
You already
No,
talked
but
about it.
Oh, I didn't tell it on the
camera.
camera. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't say it on camera.
Say it.
Well,
Say it with
on
your chest.
camera, I took a day with just one-on-one me and my boo. We went to San Jose. Went to this place called Christmas in the Park. If you live in the Bay Area, that's probably a familiar name. Christmas in the Park, an event where you kind of walk around. There's a bunch of Christmas decorations, a couple rides, like fair rides. Like we got on the Ferris wheel. After that, we got something to eat, got some good food, got some grub. And then we went to this bar for New Year's Eve, for like the ball drop. Went to this bar, one of my girlfriend's friends, and we were just drinking all night. And then the ball drop, we had some champagne, drank it up. It was a party, it was lit, it was a good time. And then I came home after that.
That's what's up.
Good stuff.
What about you?
Me and Tambo, at Kind of Funny Studios.
Yeah, you did.
Brought in New Year's with our friends over at Kind of Funny. It was a good time.
Yum.
Tambo
You're
Tambo was lit. I was lit. I was actually extremely drunk.
lit.
Or you?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
doing White Claw, Chambong.
Bruh, he was like,
Chambongs?
shot.
The fuck
He
is
was like,
that?
shot.
Chambong, bro. He was like,
Yeah, bro, I was going
So,
crazy.
you were all over the fucking.
You drinking
place.
with
You
everybody?
were all over
Kevin,
the place.
Quo.
Take a shot with everybody?
Huh?
Take a shot with everybody?
I tried to. I mean, but like shots weren't as heavy. Brought that Crown.
Yeah,
The
there.
Crown Apple. Brought
ew.
that.
You brought some Crown Apple?
Brought that with
Is
me.
that a party favorite?
no,
No.
Ah,
Mostly me.
definitely not.
Still good though.
Crown Apple's the
Crown
shit.
Apple go crazy.
Everybody try that if you haven't tried it. That's one of my personal favorites. All right, it's a Shawn special.
It was a good time. Smoked 3 packs of cigarettes, so that was fun.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I mean, it was
fucking
not just
chimneys.
me. It was going around.
Mainly,
But
fucking
mainly
Timmy.
him.
He's
mainly
chimney.
him.
it was crazy, bro. It
And
was.
you say I have a
it
problem.
was
Fuck
nuts.
you.
No, I have a problem. I own it. But yeah, so it was a good time. Got super drunk. Brought the new year. Had lots of pizza. Lots of
That's great.
alcohol.
Lots of pizza and alcohol, baby.
Good time.
Did you toast? Did you have some alcohol in the ball
Yeah,
drop?
that,
You guys do
we
a
went
countdown?
live. They went live
yeah,
right
yeah.
at like 10 minutes before or some shit. And then the countdown, and then it was the whole thing. And
Did a
then we
countdown
just
on
stayed out.
stream?
I got home at like 4:30.
Yeah, around there.
So we were there quite a bit after too.
Good after. Good,
Good
for
time.
you guys.
It was a good time.
Good time.
Good time.
And
So
so yeah, great way to end the year. And we hope 2020 is going to be another great year, not only for us, but for you guys, whoever's watching.
thank you.
Salute to good health.
Thank you
wealth,
for everything this year.
And obviously, thank you guys for sticking around 2019. 2020 is going to be another great year for us. Great for you guys. Nothing but love and all you guys for you guys. Love for you guys. And yeah, thanks you guys for keeping up with us and continue to watch us, listen to us.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for tweeting at us. You know, it means a lot.
You do housekeeping or?
Oh, what want to do it? I mean, I see you
Okay,
pointing,
yeah,
but I'm not
anyway,
there yet.
everybody, for real though.
'Cause
For real
I'm just
though.
saying things before I get to
listen, for real though. If you want to help us out, share us first of all.
Where
Share
can they
us with
share
your
us?
friends, post with us, interact with us, comments, YouTube, everything like that. I'm trying to get everybody else on the respond to the comments on YouTube. So if they don't, I mean, hit them up, hold them accountable. And then for real, for our growth, please go to iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, subscribe, rate. That
Share.
helps us significantly. Please
Follow,
rate.
support.
Please rate
got
because
it.
that helps us get into the right algorithm. That helps us be seen. Completely Consensual is going pretty good in terms of like the rating and everything. That helped really boost that show. So if you want to help boost this show and really help us out, that is a great way too.
And yeah, you can catch us again on youtube.com/playeverything. Anywhere you can listen to a podcast. We drop episodes again Fridays, 10 a.m. We got you covered.
And we go
We're
live.
going to be going live Tuesdays. Time to be determined, but we're going to go live Tuesday. And then, yeah, we're going to hold it down for you guys and have some fun this year. It's going to be great. Thank you guys. Obviously, follow us at PlayEverything. You can follow us there on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. You can follow myself at Compa Andres. Love it.
By the way, it's PE_productions.
PE_productions. And
PE Productions.
PlayEverything_productions. But yeah, PE. To my left, again, these guys holding down with me. That Kid Flowers.
Boy.
Go
That
follow
Kid
him.
Flowers.
If you see any good anime, let him know what to
That Kid
watch.
Flowers at.
Put him
That
on
Kid
game.
Flowers.
Let him know what's up.
Yep.
Say, hey, anime, watch this. Have a good conversation. My boy knows
Put
what's
me
up.
on. Do
He
put
reads
me
the
on.
manga. Okay, he
I got
knows
some
what's
people
up.
that be telling me some
Manga.
things. I do read some mangas.
Manga.
You know, I'm out here. I'm doing my thing. I be
He's out
doing
here.
it. I'm with it.
And then obviously Mikey holding it down at Cheeks_Junior.
Oh, and one more time before we're on Mixer.
Oh God,
Before on
we're
Then-
canceled
because we're on
already.
Mixer will be banned, so this is the last time.
Oh,
so
no.
here you go.
Damn, bro, your
You know
tits
what
got
I mean?
bigger.
Oh, God
You know what
damn
I
it.
mean?
I was gonna
Okay.
Put it
plug
like
your
a hot
show.
Why you always want to put it on me?
Like a hot dog.
We're
Why you
gonna
always trying to put them on me?
Mikey's show, completely
that?
consensual.
What's that?
What's that?
We got that coming up too. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank
Here's
you.
to another year.